the illustrious Steve, able here to wow you with some stories. And we will start the clock right as he gets the mic.
Hey there.
Hi.
Once upon a time, a long time ago actually, quite a ways back, but not so far back that anybody managed to forget about it, Thor was off in Jotunheim. You know about Jotunheim? That's where the giants live. Okay? There's the frost giants and the stone giants. And, well, sometimes Thor goes there to slay the nasty giants. And sometimes he just goes there. And sometimes he goes there for a day, and sometimes he stays for a while. And he's there on this trip with his friend Loki. Now, I know you've seen the movies. It ain't like that. In most of the stories, Loki and Thor are buddies. Well, they're there for a few days, and that means that they have to spend the night. And they pull up on some verdant hillside there in Jotunheim, and they go to sleep. And Thor wakes up the next morning, and he does what every guy does. Guys, what do you do in the morning? First thing you do is reach down there to make sure that your hammer is where you left it. All right? And Thor does this, and he discovers that his sacred hammer is not where he left it. And he jumps up, and he says, now you know, he can't say, oh my God, because he is a God. He says, oh me, oh my. My sacred hammer is missing. What will I do? He goes over and he kind of nudges Loki, and Loki rolls over and says, what? And Thor says, my sacred hammer is missing. And Loki jumps up and he says, what? Thor says, my sacred hammer is missing. Well, they got to get back to Asgard real fast now. So they jump in Thor's chariot, going by those nasty goats, and they go back, and they look up Freya really fast. Now, you know who Freya is? Well, when you hear Freya's voice, you'll know who Freya is. She's the goddess of, well, hello, boys. How are you? What can I do for you? And when they manage to reel their tongues back into their mouths, Loki says, I'd like you to loan me your falcon coat so that I can fly around and find out what happened to Thor's sacred hammer. So she loans it to him. He goes flying back to Jotunheim, and he happens upon Thrym. Now, Thrym is a nasty stone giant, and Thrym is not known for being happy. But on this particular day, he's there on the hillside, and he's smiling with those big stone teeth, you know. And Loki flies up in Freya's falcon coat and says, hey, Thrym, what's going on? And Thrym says, well, it's a good day. And Loki says, why is it a good day since you're not known for having good days? Would it have anything to do with Thor's sacred hammer? And Thrym says, well, as a matter of fact, yes. You see, I have Thor's sacred hammer. I have buried it 8 miles deep in the ground, and nobody is going to find it unless I find it for him. And Loki says, well, what do you want in exchange for it? And Thrym says, well, how about Freya? I'll take Freya in exchange. So Loki flies back and says, well, he explains this to Thor. And Thor goes to Freya and says, hey, how'd you like to come with me to Jotunheim and marry Thrym? And Freya says, what kind of goddess do you think I am? Now, there are some people who think they know the answer to that question, and some who might even say it out loud, but it ain't like that.